Che Netaru, greetings gods and goddesses. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. My name is Clark and this is episode number 2 of Living with a Chronic Illness, My Personal Journey. So on today's episode, I want to talk briefly about what do we do after we receive this diagnosis. But before we do that, I want to ask you, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And then if you haven't done so already, there's a subscribe button. And then click on that little bell to go ahead and get notified when I post fresh content. So, you receive a diagnosis. You're scared. You're angry. You don't know what to do. You got a family. You got all these plans that you wanted to do. And now you think, oh, that might be gone out the window. I know, I've been there. This was my scenario about 20 years ago, when I got this diagnosis for this rare disease called polymyositis. And it's a perfectly natural reaction to be angry, to be mad, to be scared. And you know what? You need to let those feelings come in and let them go ahead and process their way out. And the thing about it is, everything is energy. And if we let ourselves get overly stressed, we can make our conditions much worse, and we probably will meet that worst case scenario. So keep in mind that when the doctors come in and they tell us what the prognosis is, that a lot of times they're giving you the worst case scenario too. This is based on stuff that they've seen before, but each one of you is different. Each one of you has the will and the strength to make the most out of whatever time that we have left on this planet. And make sure that time is just joyful and blissful. And so all I needed to do was think back about a couple people within my own family that I watched fight chronic illness, and I watched the way they fought it, and the outcomes were completely different. So example A was my uncle. He was diagnosed with lung cancer. They gave him 6 months. So what he did, he went out and bought himself a brand new motorhome. He thought, if I only got 6 months to live, I'll never have to pay this bad boy off, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy it for 6 months. So he'd go hunting, he would go fishing, you know, the years would go by. 5 years later, he's still around. Now, about that time, it was when he passed away. But he got 5 years when they told him 6 months, and he made the most out of that. Then I think about my father. He was also diagnosed with lung cancer. And my father, I mean, by the time he went in, I know he was real sick and he was real frail. But I can remember going to visit him in the hospital. And it was Sunday, there was a football game on. I think the Bills were playing somebody. And I said, Dad, you're not watching the game? It was the Bills and the Giants. And he said, son, for the first time in my life, I don't give a damn about football. And at that point, I knew that my dad had thrown in the towel. He didn't want to be here anymore. He made it about 11 months. 11 hard, miserable months. And so I learned a lot from those experiences. And I can just tell you that a shift in your mindset can really make the difference on how you feel throughout this battle. Now, like I said, I was diagnosed nearly 20 years ago with this very rare muscle disease that kills a lot of people. And at the time they diagnosed me, I had a very slim chance of living to see my next birthday. However, when it came time for treatment, you know, at first I researched everything, and then I gave me some physical therapy. And my mindset was, I want to go in here and approach this physical therapy like I used to approach my workouts in the gym. And that's exactly what I did. And I took a look at my kids and I said, you know what, they're too young, they still need me. So that gave me some motivation to stay here. And then I started finding qualities of life that I really enjoyed doing, and ask myself, what is it about those qualities that you really like? And I found new ways of experiencing those qualities. Yeah, I couldn't get out and go play basketball anymore, but I could actually teach kids how to play basketball. So that's the kind of stuff I was doing. And so all I want to say in this message here is that it's never easy to hear some news that you don't want to hear, but your mindset is everything, people. Trust me on that. My name is Clark, and thank you for tuning in to this episode.